they will feed on an insect, and oviparous means they will lay eggs, and from the eggs the young one will be hatched. Okay. The next one is the non-venomous snake, is the python. Python is commonly known as a rock python and all. Okay. Yeah, it is very common in Goa. Okay, they are large, massive, and non-poisonous snake which is covered with the small scale and shields on a head, and they will be having a large blades on the underneath. Okay, that is below. The teeth is prehensile. Okay, and the eyes will be having a vertical pupil. Then the teeth are absent, and they are it constrict warm-blooded animals on its coil, in its coil. Okay, and they will kill them due to suffocation. Then after the killing of the prey, then it will slowly swallow the prey. So, python and the boas have a vestigial pelvic girdle, which is articulate with the small femur, which bears a claw, and these claws are seen on either side of the cloaca, and this play an important role during copulation time. Okay? They are oviparous. Oviparous means they will be laying an egg. The example we will like the Indian python is around 8 meters long. It is grayish to brown with red and black spots, and they mark like a spearhead, which is very often resembles like a spearhead, and this marking will be placed in between the eyes. Okay, and at the ventral side it is yellowish in color, and the scales of the upper lip have a pits. They are mostly nocturnal, and they will often wait for their prey on the tree. Like they will be coiled on the branch of the tree, and they will wait till the prey comes. Okay, they loves they loves get lie in a water, immersed in a water. Okay, they are also found in Asia and South Africa, Asian and South Africa continent. Okay, then next one is the erics. Erics, these are commonly called as an Indian or John Sandbo or Dumuhi. Okay, and they are Europeltid. Europeltid means they are named so because at the tail they will be having large plates. Okay, and these plates are termed as in Greek it is termed as a euro, means at the tip, and pelted means uh, plates. Okay, that's why it is termed as a euro pelted. They are found in the dry, hot, and sandy part of the India, Africa, and Sri Lanka. Here, the body is short and flat with a stumpy tail. Eyes are minute, and the head will be pointed, and that will resembles like a tail. Hence, it is often called as a two-headed bow, and this is very important. Because of this, they can avoid their predator. Okay, then it has a uniformly sandy brown color, and with the cross bars and dark spots, and the body is covered with the small smooth scales above and a slightly enlarged blade below. Okay? They are around 1 meter long. They are harmless subterranean snakes. Okay? And they mostly lives in the burrows. They feeds on a small rodents, on which small rodents, and also on the lizards and worms. The next example of non-venomous snake is Zeminis, or they are also called as uh, Daman or the red snake of India. They are highly active and non-poisonous or non-venomous snake which feeds on rats, small rodents and the frogs. It grows around length of about 2.5 meters and has a long elongated tail. The scales are the body above body is covered with the smooth scales with the pits, okay, and below the underneath they are large transverse bands, okay. The color is brownish above with the black bands and at the tail on with the black bands on the tail in summer, while in ventrally the color is pale yellow. The eyes are real large with the round pupil and it has a sharp ridge along the backbone. Okay. This Geminis or Patias is very swift. They runs very fast. It is ill-tempered and bites viciously. Okay, and it has a nervous um, the they are oviparous and it will be like regarded as a friend of the farmers because it destroys rat, and rat is the one of the pest to the farmer or the grains and all, okay. So it is they are it is called that they are the friend of the farmers. They are found in India and then Myanmar, okay. Then next, we will see this examples of venomous snakes. Venomous snakes means the snakes having a poisonous gland which are fatal to the human being. Okay? The poisonous snakes or the venomous snakes are great cobras, pitless vipers, and pit vipers. Sea snakes, coral snakes, and rattlesnakes. These are the venomous snakes. Okay, and this possess a poisonous gland and the fangs. Fangs are here the modification of the teeth, maxillary teeth, and their tail, except in sea snakes, are cylindrical. Okay, except in sea snake. Otherwise, the all like here the venomous snakes, the terrestrial venomous snakes will be having a rounded a cylindrical tail, whereas in the sea snake they are non-cylindrical. Okay? Then the head is covered either with a small scale, for example in vipers and sea snakes, while in some they are in the form of the large shield. Okay. Then next point is that they will be having a ventral cover that like that runs on belly, and so that the lateral are not visible from the ventral side. Okay, so ventral cover is present which runs from over the belly, and that's why the lateral side is not visible from the ventral side. Okay, laterals. Then the example of this venomous snakes is first one is the bungaroos, that is commonly called as a crate. Okay, it has a there are several species in India of this bungaroos, and they are slender and about 1 meter long. They will be having a pale brown color with a darker bluish black marking, and will be having a white cross bars, okay, and on the ventral surface they will be white in color. Okay, then fangs are crickets will be having a fangs which are small, and they will be covered with the scales which are smooth. Okay, then the backbone is rigid, that will be having a central row of an enlarged scale. They are oviparous and the female will be incubating the eggs. Okay, they feeds on the toads, mice, and like smaller snakes. The most common example of this is the common crate. Okay, the scientific name is that bungaroos, that is bungaroos caruleus, that is bungarus, bungaroos Caruleus, that is Careulus. Okay, these are mostly like visiting to the home. Okay, uh, comes to the home and it is like slow moving, but it is highly poisonous or venomous. Its venom is so much will contain so much poison that than the cobra, it is said. Okay, and the another example is Bungaroo's fasciators, okay, which is the banded crate about 1.20 meter long. It is in black and yellow, sub-equal with the sub-equal crossbars, and the back is killed. It is found in Indonesia and India. Okay, the next example is the Naja, commonly called as the Indian cobra or the Nag. They are highly poisonous snakes that will grow up to 2 meters in length. They are mostly brown or blackish color. They will be lives in the holes. It will be found mostly in under stones or in burrows. Okay, here the naja will be covered with the scales of which are smooth, and at the dorsal surface of the head it has a small scale and a large shield. Okay, and here the cervical ribs, when raised, they form a hood, okay, on the side of the neck, and its hood spread like more than in other cobras. Okay, like they will be having a large hood. Okay, yeah, they will be like the pupil in najas will be round, and the fangs are small and relatively non-movable. Okay, and on each side they will be having a large poison gland which is enclosed in a fibrous capsule. Then this large fangs will be having a ducts which runs into the canals. Okay, um, they are mostly like when there is any danger they will spread the hood and make a hissle noise. That is the uh, like alarm for the predator or the prey. Mostly it is alarm for the predator, like warning alarm. Okay, the spreading of food and the making a hissing noise. Okay, then they are mostly like the here in this naja the venom is neurotoxic and it is fatal. Okay, it is more deadly than the that of the vipers, this venom. Okay, uh, there are three common varieties of cobras that are found in India. Okay, that are based or classified on the basis of their making of hood or marking of hood. Okay, and like first one is the dorsal side of the hood is diocilate. Okay, this cobra has a black and white spectacle mark, whereas monociliate cobra has a single black ring that will enclosing a pale area having a black spot in the center. And the third type is the black cobra, which will be having no marks but the scales are bare. And it is said that the cobra are oviparous and the female is in it is not said, it is the cobras are oviparous, that they will be laying an eggs, and the eggs, the incubation is carried by the female. Okay, cobra are mainly found in Iran, Myanmar, and southern China. Okay, then like here we will like for example the Himalayan. This the picture is of the Himal. No, sorry, not this one. Okay, then there is like king cobra is also there, which is more deadlier than the cobra. The venom of the king cobra is more deadlier than the cobra. Okay, and there is it is said that there is no antidote for the king cobra. Then next example is the viper. The viper has a thick body up to 4.3 centimeter long, and they will be having a large head, flat and covered with the small scales. The nostrils are lateral, eyes are far forward, and there is sensory pits between the eyes and the nostrils. Okay, pits are sensory organ which makes or which in which the snake can detect its prey with the help of these pits, and the scales of the body is killed. So tail is short and tapers abruptly. And the Indian Russell viper, Vipera russellii, will be having an enlarged nostril, unlike the other vipers, and it is in pale brown above with a series of black rings, and each rings is bordered with the white ventrally, and bordered with the white, and ventrally it will be in yellowish in color. Here the scales of the head are small and killed. I am talking about the Indian Russell viper. Okay, and this in a viper the maxilla is small and bears a long movable fangs. Here the fangs is movable and with the canals, okay, that connects these fangs to the poison gland. Okay. The fangs are erected for biting and folded back against the roof of the mouth when it is not in use. Okay. And behind the fang there are no teeth. So upper jaw will be having no teeth, but they bears two rows of these at the on the palatines. Okay. They are mostly nocturnal, and in the biting it opens its mouth very wide and strikes like lightning. Okay, they are very fast, like the and then this fangs are the poison of the vipers is deadly. Okay, they are viviparous and are found in India, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Viviparous means they will give rise to the new young one. Okay, directly. Then next example is Ancitrodon, okay, also called as a Himalayan pit viper. They are generally bluish brown in color above with the dark brown or black spots. Okay, in the picture you can see that they will be having a cross bars, and at the ventral side it will be in brown in color with the black and the white spots. Body is not much elongated, but not much elongated, and it will measure from about 60 centimeter in length. The scales covers the body and have a apical sensory pits. Okay. Then the mouth is grey in color with the black spots. The upper lip is slightly raised in the rostral region, and they will be having a supralabial, that is at the 5th to 7th and the 3rd to 4th. They are enlarged, but they are not touching to the eyes. At the they will be having a loreal pit. This loreal pit is present between the eyes and the nostrils, and it functions as a thermoreceptor. That will it will detect a temperature. Thermo means heat. Okay, thermoreceptor. Okay, and each pit has a two cavities that separated by the membrane. These organs or these pits are formed in the marginal scales along the mouth of python. And in python and bow, what happen, they will be also having the loreal pits, but they are placed at the marginal scales of the mouth. Okay. uh, and this loreal pits will be supplied by a branches of the trigeminal nerves. This sensory organs helps the organism to locate precisely and attack a warm-blooded prey. Okay. The eyes are big with the golden iris and a vertical pupils. Tail is cylindrical. Here the tail is cylindrical without rattles. They are viviparous and the poison and its they are venomous and its poison is hemotoxic. The next example, they are mostly like this Himalayan pit viper is commonly found in Kashmir and is found even in an altitude about 3658 meters. Okay. The next example is hydrofish or the sea snakes. These are commonly hydrofish is commonly called as a sea snake, and the body of the sea snake is a long and laterally compressed. Okay. Whereas head and neck are very slender. The general color or the color of this sea snake is dark olive green above with the yellowish crossbars and the white below. Okay? Whereas the ventral scales are small. The tail is laterally compressed. This helps or act like a paddle which helps in swimming. Okay? The eyes are small with the rounded pupil. Here the L'Oreal shield is absent, okay, because they are aquatic now, so there is no need. So one preocular and a two postocular and a 7 to 8 supralabial. At the third and the fourth touching eyes are present, and they will be having a maxillary teeth behind the poison fangs. They are viviparous carnivorous, that means they are feeding on the fishes. It fishes and other aquatic organisms small. Uh, they will be having a deadly poisonous or venomous, and the venom is neurotoxic. This they are found in the Bay of Bengal, Malay, and all. Okay. With this, we in this with this we have end up the today's lecture that that is the venomous and non-venomous snakes of India. If any questions or difficulty is there, then please let